couple of interesting things that have been breaking within the last couple of hours. The Trump administration is apparently going to block Chinese Airlines from flying to the United States beginning on June 16th. Now, this happens after the Chinese government effectively prevented U.S. airlines from resuming service between their two countries. Now, the Chinese government, they banned their airlines from flying here at all, even though airlines from that country continue to fly to American cities. This decision became a problem only in recent weeks as Delta Airlines and United Airlines had hoped to resume flights to China starting this month.
Yeah, and by the way, just the other day, the Chinese government issued a statement to all state-owned companies to stop buying soybeans from America, which is one of our biggest exports to China. We sell them the soybeans, which they feed to the pigs that they sell us back the pork. So it's big for farmers, and China's taking arbitrary action. So, and they won't let our planes in, so it makes sense.
Right. Big hello to Michael Levy, who watches the show more now than when he actually worked on it. And to Leanne Colacurto, my friend Bobby's mom, who I think just had a birthday, but is, even though she is aging, as we all are, she is as beautiful as ever. Now, a couple of other interesting things that we're watching, John. This whole drama regarding the Secretary of Defense, Mark Esper, that seems to be what a lot of folks in Washington are focused on. Mark Esper differing from the president over the president's desire to potentially invoke the Insurrection Act to use the military to quell these riots. Now, here in New York City, the interesting thing is now that the riots have shut down New York City, it's distracting us from what was supposed to happen Monday. On Monday, New York City was supposed to begin the phase 1 of reopening. Now, apparently, according to the mayor, we're still going forward with phase 1 of reopening in spite of all these protests. So those of you that have businesses that may get to reopen under phase 1, Monday's your day.
And hopefully the hijacking terrorists, as deemed by the president, who are busting up the peaceful protesters, don't pay you a visit at your business when you open Monday. Just what you need. Right behind the protesters will be the killer hornets, because it's like businesses may never get open.
Three quick things, right? One, big hello to my cousin Carmine Morano, who, same name as my dad. There are a lot of Carmines. But not actually my dad. Hello, a big Trump supporter. Was always a Democrat, I think.
I still say Uncle JT is the best.
Yeah, well, he's not actually a blood relative, but I'll take it.
But I'm saying Uncle JT is mint.
Two, the one thing that I teased earlier, and I want to deliver upon about your commentary that Governor Cuomo should remove Mayor de Blasio from office. I said I would explain why that was a poor idea, and I don't want to let the show go without explaining why. Now, folks need to understand the governor does have the power to remove the mayor of New York City. That is absolutely right, and he mentioned that yesterday, which the only reason why he mentioned that is it tells you he's actually thinking that he wants to do that. But one, elections have consequences, and I said this during the Trump impeachment, and during the Clinton impeachment, quite frankly, is if you're going to elect someone to a full term, there really has to be some serious, egregious misconduct to undo the will of the voters. Now, I didn't vote for Bill de Blasio. I would never vote for Bill de Blasio, but he was elected. Also, as a practical matter, keep in mind what would happen if Bill de Blasio was removed from office. The person that would be the mayor for at least 60 days would be Jumaane Williams. Now, I like Jumaane, but Jumaane makes Bill de Blasio look like Ronald Reagan.
That's true.
Jumaane is a great guy, but he
great movie too, Jumanji. I love that movie.
Jumaane
that's not him.
Jumaane is a social justice warrior. He is as far left-wing, and again, a nice guy, but I would characterize
I like his passion,
his whole policies towards the police as being anti-cop throughout his entire time in public life.
That's for sure.
And he's somebody that, when the city council, I work part-time for City Councilman Joe Borelli, and when we have city council stated hearings, he doesn't even salute the Pledge of Allegiance. He doesn't put his hand on his heart. He stands there and does this weird protest with his hands out, going like that. I mean, those of you that are clamoring for Governor Cuomo to remove Bill de Blasio, understand that for
next guy
60
could be
days
worse.
we would get Jumaane Williams. Just understand it's not exactly as if you'd be replacing him with Mike Bloomberg or Rudy Giuliani.
And considering that, I think 80% of incumbents win. If they put him in as the temporary mayor, that kind of enhances his chances to become the mayor potentially for the next 8 years. And if he gets some money behind him, he can do like Mike Bloomberg and buy himself a third term, and he could be mayor for 12 years.
Well, so
I'm just saying.
They actually changed that rule. But the other thing, John, in the final minute that we have is the stock market. That's the other big story people are watching. Apparently, the Dow Jones Industrial Average up more than 400 points today. So apparently, at least investors are pretty excited about the prospect of the economy reopening.
Well, there was a big thing this morning. ADP is the biggest payroll company in the country. And there were all these projections that there were going to be another 8 or 9 million jobs lost. And ADP came out today with their number, and it's more like 3.9. So really, really good number considering it's like 50% of what the expectations were. So the market probably feels like, all right, maybe this thing is subsiding. And, on one side, Frankie, maybe these crazy protesters that are hijacking the thing, not the peaceful folks, maybe they did us all solid. For a couple of days of pain, they ended the COVID.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. As always, we're here every day, Monday to Friday. Tomorrow it's going to be a Thirsty Thursday. And we'll be here same bad time, same bad channel, more liquid lunch.